Welcome to page 7. My name is Jackie Zabrowski.
And I'm MJ. The story of the week is all the Ryans at Comic-Con. But here at page 7,
we're gonna soak up the sun. We're gonna tell everyone to lighten up. I'm gonna tell them that I've got no one to blame. So every time I feel it, I'm looking up. I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Wow, that was not what I was expecting, but I'm not upset.
Oh yeah, were you expecting Liza? Were you expecting me to bring
Liza? I saw Les Mis twice this weekend. We're talking a lot about Tom Holland and dancing.
No, I was only thinking about Sheryl Crow. I was going down Santa Monica Boulevard yesterday, and I was like, bitch, Sheryl Crow knew what she was doing. She really, I mean, not with the whole Lance Armstrong. I don't know if maybe she was also doing it too.
Blood doping? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, doping. I don't know. Don't accuse Sheryl Crow of doping like Lance Armstrong.
Too late.
Just literally just like getting a fucking blood bag pumped into her veins, and then she's just like, woo, yeah. All I wanna do is have sex
with my boy. Yeah, no, she just wants to get on a bicycle. And that's why, she got with Lance Armstrong just because she loves bicycles so much.
For me, it's the Kid Rock relationship that really defines what the fuck Sheryl Crow.
I put your picture away. Yeah. I'll still sing it. But also, Jake, welcome. Hi. I'll still introduce you to the show. Welcome, everyone. Jake Young, Nerd of Mouth. Also, Puppet Jared, colloquially known as Puppet Jared.
No, thank you so much. It's so great to be here. I always have fun with my page 7 girlies, and I cannot wait to talk about Ryans and squishy babies if we have the opportunity to.
Oh, how squishy are those babies?
We're going to talk about the squishy babies. We've been this squishy baby story has been on our to discuss document for 2 weeks now. So it's at the top. It's at the top of the queue.
Oh, that goosh, it goes sploosh, and not in the way that you expect.
And you know what? I know you saw Les Mis twice.
Yeah, let's get into
this. You heard
this.
the people sing the songs of angry men twice.
In
saw
fact,
Les Mis twice.
You may have went to go see it and said, "I'll take one day more." Come on.
You could say the theater is her castle on a cloud.
You could almost say it.
By the end of the week, she was the master of the house.
Oh yeah, get me in there. I'll take the keys.
I can't believe I'm not wearing my Les Mis shirt.
You bought a shirt and you didn't wear the shirt, MJ?
I'll wear it on second helpings. It's still with my special souvenir program.
How dare you? I have I got that Gog in Me shirt on, and it is falling apart. You can see, I don't know if you can see from there, Jake, but it is literally it is starting to just graft off my body, I'm all
Is it because
skin.
you are constantly grabbing at yourself right where the screen print is?
I got that Gog in me. I got
That's too much friction.
Yeah, it's like a sensory.
It was not built to maintain
experience.
That level of self-groping. You have to take care of your garments.
You'll see it's not as well designed, I will say, not to throw shade immediately at the Les Mis production. It's not my shirt just says, "Do you hear the people sing?" in gigantic letters.
Oh, great.
Yes.
That's great.
It's great. I treated myself to it because I thought I'm on YouTube now. I can buy a new shirt.
Yes, you can.
Look at me.
Look at your Nixon 5. Remember the time when you liked basketball?
This is also a new shirt.
Is it still continuing? Are you still?
It's not basketball season right now, Jackie. So how can I be enjoying basketball? There's no basketball right now.
I feel like I'm going to say every time I ask about a ball, they're like, "Oh, the next madness is maddening right now." I feel like every time you turn around, it's another ball.
Baseball season. We are in baseball season, and that's always been a casual enjoyment of mine. But I'm not, don't ask me about it. But do ask me about seeing Les Mis twice in less than 24 hours. Here's the thing: it was a logistical mistake. My husband forgot that I had bought Les Mis tickets for the entire family, and then he bought them for me, just the two of us, as a gift.
I gotta know: were you annoyed when you first found out? How
0%.
Really?
0%.
I would have been so annoyed that he didn't listen to what I said. I'm really happy for you that this didn't. I was about to be like, and then we fought for 3 weeks straight. You know, like I thought it was going to be one of those.
I'm just going to say, as a representative of all incredibly well-meaning yet flighty boyfriends and husbands, it's the thought that counts, and he really wanted to do something nice for the person that's special to him. And he wanted, and the fact that you said several months ago, hey, we're doing a thing. Well, like he was out there, I assume fighting the Joker. I forget what your brother does. I forget what your husband does. But I assume it's fight the Joker on behalf of Mayor Mamdani.
Essentially.
Yeah, it's the pursuit of justice. And he doesn't log information.
Of justice.
Who has time to remember what your spouse is telling you when you're busy pursuing justice?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I was treating the Les Mis Arena Concert Spectacular as if it was like a Beyonce comeback tour where or like Eras with Holden, like in the waiting room for hours. I was at my internship site last fall, and I saw that the tickets were dropping, and so I got in the pre-sale room, and I'm just like rapidly texting my family, like, we're going to this. And so I think that it makes sense that he forgot. And then he thought, what does my spouse love more than anything? Les Mis. And thank God it was a different, if he had bought tickets for the same night, I would have been annoyed. But I had bought tickets for Friday night. He bought tickets for Saturday afternoon. How could I be upset?
Wow.
Like,
not even
24 hours. You go to the matinee the next day.
It was, I would go again tonight. It was so good, you guys. And I know it's not going well. I think the tour is over now. I think it's finishing here in New York. It was a tour. I know some of my family in Massachusetts saw it, but it was awesome. And I'm not going to bore you all with the 6 hours of speaking I could do about why Les Mis is a perfect show, but I will just say it was.
I'm looking over at Adam. He says, yes, do it.
Yeah,
he would love.
Yeah. Please just go. Yeah.
It's like this performance is like RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars of Les Mis. It's like it has people from the West End, and it has people from all of these different productions. Our powers combined.
Hodgepodge of miserable.
Just a wall of Valjeans just belting at
please.
you.
Into an arena concert spectacular, meaning it wasn't a whole staged production with the whole rotating stage and the set. It was a combination between standing there and singing and doing a little bit of that.
Wait a second. You didn't even see the full thing twice?
Well,
you just
I've
saw
seen
them
it.
Standing there?
There was more than standing.
It's a victory lap.
It was more than standing.
It was more than standing. That was slightly more than standing.
What is your choir when you move your arms?
Yeah, it was like a show choir.
Choir. Okay, it was show choir. Les Mis.
It was the set design there was pretty intense set design. There was like a lot of lighting design. It was just so good. And I know that we are inherently theater girlies here at Page 7, and so I just want to say that live theater rules. And here we're talking last week about the YouTube algorithm, and it makes me want to put my head in the oven, and then I just see.
No, that's why we just grab our chests, okay? That's why we grab our chests until our shirts fall apart.
Yeah. You see a live show and you're just like, this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sometimes you just get on stage and you sing.
Yeah, dude. And sometimes you get on stage and you improv. Yes, I am bringing it up because we are theater people here, and we are here to support Jake because Jake just graduated from improv class, and I think that you were afraid that we were just going to make fun of you, but we are here to support you,
Have fun
Jake.
doing your improv.
We're here to support you, okay? Because everybody. I had so many amazing people come out of the woodworks when I was talking about joining choir and being a part of choir, and you came out to see. You were one of the few people that came out to see my show, and it made me feel so special, and that's why I.
Is it also because his spouse was there as well, or is it about you, Jackie?
No, Marie wasn't in the show.
Oh,
yes, no, Marie and Jake both came to see me perform and grope myself during Rihanna.
Oh, that is nice. And I just know Marie is also a singer, and I wasn't sure if she was part of that show.
Marie is way too good of a singer to join the choir.
Trained in opera.
She's classically opera trained. She wasn't singing Umbrella with us in the choir,
and we'll stay like this forever.
Although Marie did not, she didn't look down on us and what we were doing, and she never would because she's a goddess.
Down.
But I wanted to support you, Jake, because I think that it's difficult for us to go outside of our comfort zone, especially we're all comedians. And it's especially scary to bring this up in front of each other because you're so ready to be like, ouch, what are you going to say?
So it was a UCB class out here in LA, and it's been this like constant like turf war about like the stand-ups
improv and the Jets and the Sharks.
Yeah, it is the Sharks and the Jets.
The stand-ups look down on the improvisers. The UCB improvisers look down at the short-form improvisers. The short-form improvisers look down at the sketch comedians.
And everybody else is looking down on all of us. So it's good.
Pitiful clowns.
Yes.
And Les Mis is singing, look down, look down
up on these silly fools. Because they're kind of in the process of doing something more important than we do on a daily basis.
But it was a wonderful experience. I took a level 1 class 20 years ago when I was out. Like I think I was like still graduating college, and it was.
I wonder if we were in the same level 1. I also took a level 1 20 years ago.
Did you have Jackie Clark?
That's my name.
No, I had Ari, but it was 2006. It was exactly 20 years ago.
But
Ari and Betsy, they were great. It was. Here's the thing: improv is cool. Yeah. This is me like with puppets. I'm like, improv is cool. It's really cool, and if you learn a lot in those classes. And I know that everybody in New York is always like, all the stand-ups. You're right. It's a turf war, but it's like I learned everything I know about like how to be on stage from improv, and it has it's not everything, but it really is like very helpful.
I would not be sitting in this chair with these two talented human beings if it wasn't for the fact that I took that level 1 class and it like gave me some skills and some training early on.
Absolutely.
And so now that I'm here in LA and like I'm dedicating my life even more to speaking off the cuff and working alongside people and yes-anding, I was like, I need to refresh. I need to like get back to the basics.
I love this,
and
Jay.
It's the fear and the just like total chaos and being so out of your element, especially with like relative strangers from all walks of life. Because no offense to the incredible people here at LPN, we are damaged millennials through and through.
Oh, what? And then we all just jaw at each other over and over again for the last 20 years?
And we've all worked together for so long. There's a different level of comfort doing improv with people who you know exactly how they are going to finish their sentence because you've heard them speak every week for years versus in a UCB class, you don't know what their sense of humor is. You don't know their style. Yeah.
It's like trying to play a tennis volley, but you can't see the other people's hands. Like it's
like challengers. You know where those hands are at. Yoink, yoink.
Well, I was 20 years older than most of the class, so I did not do that.
You weren't yoinking?
I wasn't
yoinking.
But it was very fun. It was a very awkward moment very early on.
Someone thought you were yoinking?
No, but all the the hungry ones, the ones that are like they moved to LA, they're like
me. Not food hungry.
Like, yeah. No.
Drive hungry.
And they were talking about like, I'm going to take this class. I'm going to take this class. I'm going to form a group. Me and my friend have already like started. We're going to form a team. And then like, I'm going to get on Dropout. And I didn't have the heart to tell him like, well, I'm here now and I have 2 seasons of a show on Dropout. It's not quite this, but it's good to see the hope in their eyes.
Yeah. To see it sizzle behind there. You know, it's nice to see again where it's not just, I'm not going to call our eyes lumps of muck, but they are close to it. And I think it's good to see the fire within a youth, Jake? Yeah. And are you going to join any of these teams?
Probably not.
No,
now I'm excited.
It's a no from him, dog. Okay.
I am excited to see other schools and other like theaters in the area and like learn from them. That's like
compete?
What I think the next.
Are you going to show up with your boys wearing your colors?
What boys? What colors?
I don't know what the UCB. I don't know what did you guys wear? Did you guys all wear khakis? Was there like a certain nod that you had?
It was graphic tees and the slouchiest slacks you've ever seen.
Whoa! It sounds like you were at Comic-Con.
the outfit of a broke person in the mid 2000s, which
it's all the same. But we are
pleasers
here to talk about Comic-Con with the head nerd himself. from Nerd of Mouth. Jake, actually, do you refer to yourself as the head nerd of Jake of Mouth?
Jake
of Mouth, whoa. Sorry, I was thinking about all that yoinking.
I would have, but now that Mike has joined the show, I feel I am just like the grand vice nerd at this point.
Oh, okay.
I am like the associate manager nerd. Because Mike is truly on another level, and it's so great to have him on the show.
Hell yeah, he out-nerds the head nerd boy. But now, did you guys, were you watching everything that was going on with Comic-Con this weekend? Because there was a San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, and of course, it was run by Marvel, and everybody's talking about, and Ryan Gosling, and oh my God, they're putting out more movies and superheroes and Avengers. And
Ryan Gosling is there. I know this, and this is one of those times, Comic-Con is one of those times where the world of Page 7 and celebrity stuff interacts with the world of Nerd of Mouth and the nerd stuff because, well, you could probably tell 50 stories about what was important at Comic-Con from a nerd perspective. We're here for, who was hot.
And how much do we want to kiss Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider? Is that who he's going to be?
That is
Nick
correct.
Cage recently, but apparently that was not a Marvel version of Ghost Rider?
So the Nick Cage Ghost Rider movies were a holdout from the era where Marvel had kind of sold off all their character rights, bits and pieces to different studios.
Making that money.
And famously kind of like what Marvel built as Marvel Studios was with mostly the dregs left over. Like nobody wanted the rights to Thor or Iron Man. These were trash characters.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's interesting.
The X-Men belonged to Fox. Sony had Spider-Man. In Ghost Rider, I forget if it was like Lionsgate or something, but those first Nick Cage Ghost Rider movies are gonzo and awful in a way that I find kind of endearing. There's a scene where Nick Cage turns into Ghost Rider, who, if you're not familiar with the character, is the motorcycle hellbound spirit of vengeance who uses ethereal chain whips and has a flaming skull head.
Which also, badass. Everything you just said. I remember specifically, Henry had the Marvel card of Ghost Rider, and I remember thinking it was so cool.
He's a character best served as a 12-year-old boy's bedroom poster than an actual narrative linchpin, I would say.
See that.
But
Are you happy that it's gonna? Because we, obviously there's a lot of like rehashing of properties. Sometimes Holden is not so excited at the rehashing of existing, characters like this. So I'm wondering how you're feeling about Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Well, I don't know whether he's going to be the original Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch, who is kind of the 90s version I fell in love with. And by fell in love with, I mean he looked cool fighting ninjas with a chain.
I mean, it's hard to not accept when you watch the Nick Cage one. You're like, oh, that's how you do it and not look cool.
But when I first heard the news, I was like, okay, here comes Marvel just like trying to get a bankable star to be one of the like classic move. Like, Ghost Rider's like the vehicular like hero, get the driver guy, whatever. And then as I saw the announcement, apparently this is Ryan Gosling's, like he pitched them.
It's like a Gambit thing. Like it seems like he's been really pulling for a while.
Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds, like he was like, this is the part I was born to play, a CGI skull man who pisses fire. And ironically enough, Eva Mendes, Ryan Gosling's wife, the hot girl in the original Nick Cage movie back in the 2010s. So like that's hilarious. That like her life is somehow tied to motorcycle skull man.
Whoa, does she?
She's just got to have a Ghost Rider in her life.
Yeah.
She's got to. And now she kisses one, and I hope that makes her excited. Or maybe she doesn't care because she's like, I got to take care of the kids, and you're just going to go be Ghost Rider, and I guess you got to do that.
It's Sean Levy directing, who did Deadpool and Wolverine, a lot of TV. One of the Night at the Museum movies, right? Mysteriously enough.
It is really crazy. I know that we made mention of this, I think last week or maybe the week before, because even I watched the Avengers trailer and went, that looks stupid. Did you feel similarly because I feel like there was a lot of Avengers conversation coming in from Comic-Con, and I feel like they're really like I'm waiting to see Lestat in there. Like I feel like they're going to end up bringing the Tin Man back, but like SpongeBob's Tin Man. Like I think that this is really they're just pulling anything they can think of and they're putting it in this movie.
I think I'm more cynical when it comes to Avengers Doomsday. I think that trailer they released, it looked kind of dour. It's kind of just a lot. Every shot they showed was just a bunch of heroes from this kind of leftover era after Endgame, just kind of standing around in rooms looking sad. There was
we blipped and now we unblipped, but now we're here. Like, I feel like there's a lot of that.
There's like Thor goes on like a whole Randy's like, you don't understand. He was so strong.
I like him better when he's bigger. Did they bring back the bigger hot one? Do they bring him back when he's in the robe?
No,
I liked it when he was in the robe.
This is still sad short hair Thor. But he's like, then they're like, oh my God, he stopped the hammer. And like, they stopped the hammer in every Thor movie. It's like literally Hela did it, fucking Malekith did it, Thanos did it.
But no one can stop the hammer.
Everybody stops the fucking hammer. It's not, we've seen it.
It's the kind of thing where at least like so I've been watching all the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and Jeff has been explaining to me, which I will throw it out there. I have seen all of these movies. I couldn't for the life of me tell you what happens in any of the movies. So I was like, I'm watching the new not new Spider-Mans, but the other Spider-Mans of Tom Holland. And Jeff was explaining to me what happened to Spider-Man in between each of the movies to like keep me. And I just kept asking these questions where he's like, that's just not how comic books work. And I'm just like, but why? What do you mean? How is he over there? And then he's over here. But wait, that Hulk's red. And I just keep asking like such childish questions where I'm like, wait a second, he's usually green. And I feel it's good to I think it's good for some like people to remember to like go through it in their own brain.
Whenever Tom Holland as Spider-Man appears in one of the Avengers movies, I am like Lucille Bluth with Jean Parmesan. I'm just like, like I know he's part of that world, but I'm so happy to see him every time.
And
what are you doing here?
I honestly feel that way every time I see this amniotic sac coming out of this doll, y'all.
We have to talk about this.
Big Slime has really moved into quite a territory that I did not expect. Now, we remember when we were kids, I don't know if you guys had it was just like, squirt 'em out, kitties. The
Pound
ones
puppies.
There was pound puppies, but then there was
another one. Yeah,
that you
we got
ripped
Mandela
open their
affected.
stomachs.
We thought that it was pound puppies that you ripped open their stomachs, and everyone was like, "It wasn't pound puppies, you idiots!
No,
it was something else,
squirty kitties or something."
Yeah.
And they goosh out the baby cats, and you don't know how many baby cats you're gonna get.
I remember Baby Alive, where you fed the mush into its motorized gullet, and then the mush
open its eyes,
and then they
and then
cleaned
she
the
shits it out.
diaper. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved cleaning the diaper. I was just like,
they still make these, and my children had them a few years ago, and then they were so gross that even my kids, who were like 3 and 4 at the time, agreed to get rid of them. They were like, this is disturbing because the food goes in, and then if it doesn't come out right away, it just gets moldy and gross, and then it comes out. Yeah, so Baby Alive, I mean, right. We're
molding from the inside out. Oh God.
We're no stranger to the weird genre of toys that give birth or toys that have slime. Obviously, Jackie had slime in her hands for a good year here on page 7, but this is combining several different interests of ours here at page 7 and several different forces in my life, because this thing, the My Mini Baby, is part of the freaking surprise boxes that are taking over the world. They have a hold on my children. They have a hold on, I think, most people like under the age of 15 is you want a blind box. And the My Mini Baby ones are usually like a little baby. It's a ball, and you open it up and the baby's there, and then it comes with a high chair and it comes with the food, and it's a whole little art project. Then you then have to set up the My Mini Baby. But now My Mini Baby... And they're like $7, so it's like they really know what to do, because if the kid's like, can I have one? And you're like, no. And they're like, it's $7. And you're like, we have so many little babies already. You know, so there's already scenes of little babies all over my house. But this one is My Mini Baby inside mommy's belly.
Mom and surprise doll. And it says to birth the baby, all you have to do is remove the doll's stomach, pull out the sack and squeeze it until you push the baby out along with some of the goo.
The introduction of the amniotic sac to children's make-believe play is a revolution, I would say.
That's new. I think.
Have you been talking sack with the kids?
Placenta, next step, what do we got? That thing where the baby poops in you before he's out.
Oh, yeah, and it becomes a medical emergency.
Yeah.
Meconium thing.
So many possibilities.
My mini Meconium.
Yeah, Meconium, that's the word. I knew it had a weird word.
I like this because I actually think it's the closest experience to what I experienced as a C-section. Like, yeah, you basically just rip open mommy's stomach and then you just pull out all of her internal organs.
While mommy is awake. Yeah,
mommy's awake.
The ways in which my mother described the suction of her body when I was C-sectioned out of her, and the idea, she's like, you hear it pop. And she said it in a way that like I would, and I was like, that's horrifying. Like, what do you mean you hear it pop?
Moms just say that shit just so you'll be nicer to them.
I know she went through 18 hours of labor, okay? She was in the hallway of a hospital in New York. Honestly, similar to what Gideon went through, except she was in active labor the entire time. And so that I hear about, although she tells me it was her favorite day of her existing was the day that I came into her life. And I want you all to remember that when they squeezed her sack and some of the goo came out with it. And I said, where did mommy's belly go? Mommy's belly had to be removed to pull you out of the sack, baby. I think it's good to explain and educate the children. I probably would have loved this, but think of how dirty that sack is going to get so fast. How dirty is that sack going to get, MJ?
It's going to get dirty, but here's the thing, like everyone's like, it comes with a slime amniotic sac. And while the slime being presented as an amniotic sac is novel, every freaking blind box comes with slime. You got a dog corn, whatever that is, it comes with slime. You got a axolotl in a ball, it comes with slime. Everything comes my house is covered. And I love slime. In tiny packets of slime. And so it's just like, what if we put a baby inside the slime, which again, science lesson. I have no problem with this.
It is, if you're not aware of the toy trends, this makes no sense, but this is Zuru, right. The mini surprise people. They like revolutionized the idea of like, okay, we make cheap ass toys in China. They're going to be cheap. Like kids will throw them away easily. But what do kids love? These unboxing kind of like surprise egg YouTube videos. So we're just going to we're going to add 10 cents worth of like polymer slime and like a few layers of extra plastic packaging. And now your kid, for the same price of a cheap dollar store toy that they would have just thrown out anyway, they get to have a whole experience and it's sensory. And there's like a gambling mechanic and they get more dopamine out of the cheap toy experience. And so they just applied that to the Barbie, to, I guess, Midge specifically.
I mean, yeah, I love shit in my slime. I do. As a slime head, I love having shit in my slime. My problem is...
that's Meconium, if I remember correctly.
No, my problem is I get weed in my slime all the time. And so as I'm playing with the slime, all of my slime has inevitably started smelling like weed because of Jackin. I have weed in front of my computer, and so it just like picks up the weed, and now I just have little grublets of weed in all my slime.
I mean, I think that's fine. Again, they do come with texture. Some of them have the little plastic rice, and they come with smells, and so yours is just a textured weed slime, and it really is. It is like a circle. It's like, you're right, Jake. It's like a dopamine hit for the kids. It turns the little dollar store trash into a collectible item because you have to see how many you can get,
how many sacks you can shove inside of her. Yeah,
and then how do you relax when you're done playing? You turn on YouTube and you watch videos of beautiful young women opening more toys, and then you ask for more toys. And this is just what culture is now.
I think that you should explain to the kids that there's no party that happens after you squish the baby out of the sack. In fact, it's the opposite of a party. In fact, no, you have to go then raise the baby so you don't get more toys because we have to raise a baby now. And do you know how expensive that is? But again, this is why I don't have children because I would say this, be like, because you know what you've done to me. You know how you've destroyed me. But maybe, again, this is because we've been reading the Liza Minnelli memoir. I don't know.
Well, my policy is on this show, I never say anything that I wouldn't want my kids to. I never say anything about my kids that I wouldn't want my kids to hear, because unlike many influencer people online, I understand that my kids also live in the world and they will be on the internet someday. But
imagine that.
Linda talking about how you being born was the best day of her life. Very funny shade to Henry.
Interesting that you noticed that. And she means it. She doesn't say the same thing to him. Genuinely. I'm the favorite. Always
Every parent has a favorite, even if they don't say
no,
it.
they don't.
Oh,
No, they
yes,
don't.
they do.
There's
My mom,
no favorites.
MJ, you have a favorite, and I know you just said you would never say that into a microphone. But
don't tell them. Never tell them.
What do you mean?
But
I love
there is a
knowing.
favorite, and that's okay.
Kids,
You're
my
not
future
alone.
kids, as your teenagers and you're watching this and you probably already hate me, I promise I don't have a favorite. But they have asked me, was the day that that we were born the best day of your life? And I have had to figure, I had a really traumatic birth the first time, and in my head, I've just permanently logged my wedding as the best day of my life. And so I'm struggling with how to tell that to them. I'm like, it was meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. But am I going to say I want to relive the day where I thought I was not going to make it? No, but I would relive my wedding day again. But I would also, if it was
because you
a
didn't
choice,
have a baby at the end of it. This is the whole thing. That's why it's like if you're between having a wedding and having a baby, have a wedding because you don't have a baby at the end of it. You just have a party.
Well,
yeah, but
some people do have a baby at the end of it, but
some people do have a baby at the end of it.
Yes, you maybe you have, but then at that point, maybe you had one before. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with your body. I don't know what's going on with your sacs.
Well, it doesn't matter now because when they ask, you can be like, well, clearly my favorite day ever was when I saw Les Mis twice within 12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. It used to be meeting you two, and then now it is the 24-hour period in which I saw Les Mis, the Arena Concert Spectacular.
Also, how were the kids during the Arena Concert Spectacular?
They did not attend the Arena Concert Spectacular.
Oh, okay. I thought you were introducing them to Les Mis, and in my head, I was like, that's a lot to bring them to a 3.5 hour long show.
I considered it, and I asked Gideon, should we? Because luckily, it's Radio City. There's just so many seats that it's just not that expensive. I was able to get pretty affordable tickets, and I was like, should we? Like, because the kids and I just saw Lion King on Broadway, and they did great. They had so much fun. So should we go from Lion King to Les Mis? And then one of our listeners actually on Patreon reminded me that, Fontaine's death is probably not going to be something I want to really explain to them yet.
They'll not understand Castle on a Cloud, at least. Like, they'll be like, oh, the kid's sad because she didn't get the amniotic sac, and just say that.
Yeah, she doesn't get, all she has to do is sweep. She doesn't get any blind box toys at all. That's why she's sad. No, they shout out to various friends and family who watched my children for many hours so that I could be at Radio City seeing Les Mis, the Arena Concert Spectacular.
Arena Concert Spectacular. But before he was Les Mis, he was Valjean. But no, before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer.
What does
Somebody
this mean?
break into the studio right now and cave my head in with a golf iron.
MJ, were you not sent 100,000 times this horrific new Christmas Carol that they are making with Johnny Depp? And for some reason, they said before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer. But here's the thing. He was always both. His name is Ebenezer Scrooge. And also, MJ, if you watch this trailer, it's like, so, okay, wait. So we're going to get the prequel? I'm pretty sure we saw that during the Ghosts of Christmas Past, and I'm pretty sure we saw that, like, okay, he was a fine guy, and then fulcrum of the movie when love is gone, and then we find out he's bad.
You're so right. We already know his entire backstory is basically the plot of the story is his backstory. So before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer. I am so
Holden and I on Jackin screamed about this for so long on Jackin because the phrase before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer is so funny to me.
Yeah, as if it's Iron Man, as if it's like
yeah. Like before he was Spider-Man, he was Peter Parker. But you're right, it's more like before he was Valjean, he was Jean.
And I feel like,
but he's not even like, okay, so here you Riverdale it, you Smallville it. And it's like, okay, he's young teenage Ebenezer scrapping his way through, Victorian coal dust.
But it's
and he's
not
like
that.
working his way to the top, and he's Hamiltoning and doing cool raps or something.
Yeah, to put it in a different time period would be cool. Like
because
modern
if you watch the trailer, I was like, I must watch this full trailer to see, like, okay,
because you are a Johnny Depp fan through and through.
Obviously, no matter what the trial says,
everything he does.
Yes, all of it, including throwing the bottles and everything. I think that it is when you watch the trailer, it's just the story of A Christmas Carol. So I don't really know, like, even down to showing the ghosts and like showing the Marleys and showing that, like, it's not even Marleys. I know Marley and Marley is just made up for the Muppets. I understand he's just one man in Christmas Carol. I know this. I know that the Muppets are not who wrote Christmas Carol, okay? Except we don't need, say it, hot take here, we don't need another Christmas Carol. We don't need one. We don't need one with Johnny Depp in it. I don't want to look at Johnny Depp. I don't know why they're doing this. And it is so funny to me that they feel like it's this mic drop of like, we've been begging for it.
Yeah, we've been begging for a story we already know with an actor who is documented to be an abusive piece of shit.
What's not to love, MJ? I don't know why. What are you? It's done. What hurts me the most is that it's directed by Ty West, who did X, who did Pearl, who did Maxine, who this, and this is such a. Question for both of you guys, right? You're making these really cool indie horror movies and someone comes around to give you, I'm assuming, buckets and buckets and buckets of money.
This is classic one for you, one for me feeling. Like, if whatever they end up doing next is going to be have a higher budget.
But like House of the Devil, man. It's like you went from House of the Devil to fucking Ebenezer. It hurts my here's my spirit. I'm the ghost, I guess.
Question for you. Which ghost do you identify as, past, present, or future?
I think I'm the ghost doll baby that was shot in the oil, the Muppet.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we only refer to the Muppet. Right. Here on this show, there's only Muppet Christmas Carol.
You don't need to catch me up on how much Michael Caine as Scrooge.
Michael Caine
has burned its way into the very, fundamental DNA of your soul.
Yes, and before he was Scrooge, he was Ebenezer, and he was singing When Love Was Gone, and MJ was fast-forwarding through it since the beginning of time. MJ hates the sad song in Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's the boring, slow love song, and you know what I realized during Les Mis, the Arena Concert Spectacular? I also hate almost all of the loves, not all of the love songs, but A Heart Full of Love, Skip, I've just all of it is the when
full of love.
It is the When Love Is Gone of Les Mis.
Mon merci, and I'm Cosette.
Yeah, it's fine.
Stupid bitch, Cosette. Yeah, I fucking said it. Hot takes coming in.
Finally, someone's brave enough to take it to that.
Thank you. I don't care about your castle on a cloud. I'm glad you were dirty.
It's fair. Cosette is one of the lesser interesting characters in the text, and the love story between Marius and Cosette is fine, but just like the love story between Scrooge and that lady is fine, I can move on to the next one.
I loved you, Belle. And then she goes,
You did.
You did once. But MJ makes me fast forward through it, but then I make them sit and watch it every year.
Yeah, I try, and then I just have to. Now I'm like you. I also know every word. And that is my lot in life. I guess I'm relieved that Johnny Depp is in a movie that we can just hate because it's going to be bad and not because Johnny Depp is in it. But I am a little bit surprised to see him. Shouldn't he be somewhere with his tail between his legs?
He needs money so desperately. Mm-hmm. This man needs money. He lost a lot of his money. Also, he drank a lot of his money away. Everybody says
impressive.
that. He is, and I think that lawsuit, I believe, cost him quite a bit of money, as it should have. And so that is, so
Just
he's
an
out there.
accountant begging, like, please, just middle shelf tequila for the love of God.
Oh my God.
You're so rich. It's insane how you're just lit. There's so many. Espolón. It's a great tequila brand. High quality.
Not to Johnny, baby. Never to Johnny. But how do you feel about the list, Johnny?
Oh!
Who's
on the list?
Me.
Jackie.
Gotta have
that list.
Very fascinating music facts that even diehard fans might not know. I'm just to say it. I looked at this first fact, liked it so much, I didn't look at the rest of the list.
Always a guarantee of quality.
That's how you know it's going to be good. But that's because Stephen King's wife threatened to divorce him because he wouldn't stop playing Lou Bega's Mambo number 5.
Wait, like in that European movie with 50 Cent?
A little bit of Monica in our lives. It all started when he went through a phase of playing the song over and over, sometimes looping the dance mix while he wrote. King has talked about how he uses music to stay focused, especially songs with simple lyrics or strong rhythms. During the period when he was working on his novel 11/22/63, Mambo number 5 became his go-to track, and he blasted it so often that it wore on his wife, Tabitha. She eventually told him that if he played it one more time, she might actually leave the house. Or him. King later joked about the moment, but he also admitted that he eased up on the song after realizing just how much it was genuinely driving her up the wall.
Jackie, what was the bit that you were doing about Mambo number 5 recently? We just had a thing where we were testing every time we needed to test sound. You played Mambo number 5. I feel like this item is about you
it is
and me.
Specifically, MJ, it hurts me that you don't remember this. Specifically, the Mambo number 5 Disney version that I like to play. I like to send to people at the end of emails. I like to make sure that people are always thinking about, got a little bit of Minnie in my life. A little bit of Goofy is all I need. You know, I think it adds a different flavor when you are desperately sexually seeking Disney characters. And I think that to the point that you had to write a whole song about it.
That's because I remember Lou Bega. This is tied into my stream, The Cartoon Dumpster, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Check it out.
Check it out. It is, we go into kind of the retro cartoons of the 80s and 90s. And there was one Saturday morning where
Saturday morning.
Sorry, it was Kids WB. And for a singular Saturday morning, Lou Bega hosted and just did awful, like, clearly written on the back of a napkin song parodies. And he waited all the way to the end to do, like, a little bit of Animaniacs. They're so fun. Pikachu and Ash Ketchum, number 1. Like,
I have to find
it's on
this.
YouTube. You can find it. You can find it.
I have to have it. Thank you for sharing that. I need that because really Lou Bega, specifically Mambo number 5 Disney version, lives in my head all the time. I think about it all the time.
Have you
You're
ever...
Stephen King and I'm Stephen King's wife.
Yes. Yes.
She just needed a little less of Monica in her life.
Oh, did she? But did she need a little bit more Britney Spears? Britney Spears' Baby One More Time features one of the most famous and misunderstood lyrics in pop music. Hit me, baby, one more time. Despite what it sounds like, the line was never meant to refer to physical violence. What? Swedish songwriters Max Martin and Rami Jakob mistakenly believed that hit was American slang for call me, when the phrase they were probably thinking of was hit me up.
HMU.
In other words, the chorus is really about someone desperately begging an ex-boyfriend to call her back after a breakup. And apparently Martin and Jakub originally wrote Baby One More Time with TLC in mind. But TLC ultimately passed on the song, opening the door for a then unknown Britney Spears to record it. And I didn't realize that there was, I thought that it was intentional of like we didn't know that it was sexual innuendo. I thought it was more
what
that.
I
thought
still
it was
don't
like,
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we all inferred that it was like hit me, meaning contact me, but also what if it's sexy hit me is kind of what I obviously the entire presentation of that song is like, don't you want to have sex with this teenager.
I thought it was like a gambling analogy, like blackjack, like
Right.
being risky. Like when you're playing blackjack,
When you're in high school, yeah.
and you're like, if you're getting close to 18, and it's like, hit me one more time, like
That's
it's
what
risky, it's dangerous.
That's exactly
But
what I
then
thought.
also innuendo is about sexy slapping a little.
Exactly.
Consensual, sexy slapping of an underage. Wow, there really is no easy way to get around this.
Yeah, it's all real bad. It's all real bad.
Everything about revisiting that song, and especially in Britney's memoir, if her naivete in her memoir is to be believed, she was like, I thought we were all wearing schoolgirl uniforms because it was like set in school and it was just gonna be like a fun, like we were all a bunch of like teen girls dancing and singing in school. According to her, she did not realize that it was like this is specifically being marketed to adult men who want to sleep with teenagers in school uniforms. And she was so naive. I believe that.
You know why she was so naive? Because she was a child, MJ.
Exactly. I know. I'm not being like that 16-year-old didn't know anything.
She didn't even know any better.
Not only was she a 16-year-old who was expected to be naive, but also she had been living this bizarre life since she was like 8. So
she is definitely, as we have now seen, unfortunately, someone that truly was devastated by becoming very famous, very young, and not being given what she needed the entire time and just being used as a workhorse. But we're not going to go down that road.
Weirdly enough, the snake from the MTV Music Video Awards ended up becoming a lawyer in the Midwest.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Got clean afterwards, like really has
just
a family.
shed the skin and then went to law school.
Yeah.
Good for you, Snake.
Pursuit of justice.
Pursuit of justice. Now, this is surprising. Whitney Houston was originally supposed to sing a cover of Jimmy Ruffin's What Becomes of the Broken Hearted as the main theme song for The Bodyguard. However, they decided to switch the song after they found out that Paul Young was doing a cover of the song for the soundtrack to Fried Green Tomatoes. Kevin Costner then suggested to David Foster, who was producing the Bodyguard soundtrack, that it should be I Will Always Love You. However, they almost ended up doing a slightly different cover of I Will Always Love You, since the only version Foster could find at his local record store was Linda Ronstadt's cover. But when Foster spoke with Dolly Parton, who of course wrote it, about getting the rights to cover it, she told him yes, but they needed to do her version because it included the "and I wish you joy and happiness" final verse. So it ends in a more positive place, and she said, then you're going to sing it the way I wrote it.
Is there
What a
any
class act.
good thing in the world that Dolly Parton, when you dig down deep enough, isn't directly responsible for?
I know.
It is going to be such an international devastation that
Are you about to bring up when she dies?
Yeah,
Jackie?
of course.
Why are you doing that?
You know why? Because she keeps canceling shows, MJ. Because it's not looking good out here, MJ. That's why. It's on all of our brains.
Sure, but also it's 2026 and word on the street is that everybody's canceling shows. And I just today learned about the phrase blue dot fever.
Just
but I'm sure
today?
that's not why. Yes, but I'm busy
Is that like a
watching Les Mis,
Blockbuster
Jake.
thing?
That's true.
Is that like a...
No,
it's
when
like a Ticketmaster empty tickets and empty tables. Sorry, I have to stop referencing.
You don't not here, MJ. You're always welcome to sing Les Mis here.
Blue dot fever is because, I mean, this is not what's happening to Dolly. I kid. She is probably just an elder who needs some time. But lots of younger pop stars canceling their shows. They're calling it blue dot fever because nobody's buying the tickets because they're so expensive and Ticketmaster ruins everything. And it is having a big impact.
You know, we did an episode of Nerd of Mouth on this very phenomenon.
Really?
And we got into the origins of Ticketmaster's kind of monopoly over concerts. It's a great listen and it's a great watch over on the Nerd of Mouth podcast YouTube channel. Go to @NerdofMouth Podcast right after this.
Genuinely love to check that out. I guess TLDR, is there any way to stop them, Jake?
Not until we decide Spotify is definitively evil and we start buying music a la carte again.
Well, don't worry, we're not saying that here on this show because it's definitely not evil over here. We would never say that on that show.
Oh, no, they're a great podcast distribution platform. You should listen to all of your podcasts audio-wise on Spotify if you need to.
Or just wherever you get your podcasts, just as long as you're listening.
And you should use promo codes on various services and products you hear about on this program.
Sure. Or if you don't want to use the Spotify, you can always come over to our Patreon, patreon.com/page7podcast. It's all just popped up right up on over there. Just
and if you want to do a fight club at a specific office building in Sweden, I can't stop you and I don't condone it.
Oh my God, I'm ready. Honestly, LPN Fight Club when? Can you imagine all of us just being like, oh, stop. Please don't.
No, it would be gross old man grappling. Like, you ever see like two old drunks just winded and just like slapping on each other? It's sad.
It's really, really sad. But you know, to some people, it's emasculating. Not us. We love it.
Are we, Jackie, are we still listing or are you done with your list?
I'm done with my list.
Well, that's great because in the midst of the LPN Fight Club, I seem to have lost my eyesight. I think I'm going.
That's not getting you out of the fight. Blind
items.
Get back in there, MJ. No, you can keep screaming it from the ring, but we're just going to keep shoving you back in.
Cut to MJ just like breaking Travis's spine against their knee.
Yeah, maybe you need to be set free, bro.
Honestly, I want to see violence like awoken MJ.
I grew up with an older brother and we fought like brothers and we hit each other a lot. But I did my strategy, Jackie, I'm sure you're familiar, go down low. Because once you're down low, you don't have anywhere to fall. Mm-hmm. So I go down low and turn and turtle. You know, that was really, but I could hit
a lot of weak knees in the competition. If this was to happen, you'd be at an advantage.
Oh, you
could take
go
it,
low.
yeah.
Oh,
take him out.
I'm always going lower. I'm ready. I'm going right. It's hard to knock me over. But this is why it was always difficult.
You're like Anne from Arrested Development.
We're all
low center of gravity.
You don't have an advantage there.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. But no one's up there. No one's got advantage up there. That's for damn sure.
Disclosure, I forgot to order new contacts. And so while I'm not actually blind right now, I am wearing contacts that I found that are probably 3 or 4 years expired. Ooh. So I am struggling to see.
Oh my God.
But I'm not blind.
I feel like you're being Liza right now. And maybe I just feel like it's not the pills, boys. Don't worry about this.
It's not the pills. I'm not
just get me back on
right
stage. I'm saying maybe you need pills for your eyesight.
I might need pills to help me remember to order more contacts. Anyone else, guys? We wait until there's only one left and we say, I have 2 eyes.
MJ, I've literally had these same, you want real confession? I have had the same pair of contacts probably for the last 8 months that I shove in to do like my cosplay shows, and then I very carefully take them out and I make sure and why? Because something's gonna happen to one of those contacts and I'll be like, why didn't I get contacts? Like I need to just buy contacts.
You're using the same pair of disposables?
No, I have monthly contacts.
Okay.
I have I've got the long contacts. No, this is like disposables.
So I do dispose. This is like in high school. My friend told us that she wears her contacts at night, and like she just never. She was like, I just haven't taken them out in like a year, and all of us were like, no, like it's like a nightmare to me just to think about.
I used to do that all the time in New York, and just like never ever take them out, and I would just get eye infections all the time. Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh, guess I got to take my contacts out. What are you talking about? Now thinking back, I'm like, young Jackie, you waited until you would get an eye infection to think, maybe I should take my contacts out of my eyes.
I know.
Guys, we grow up, though.
We grow up.
Not me. I've never had contacts.
Oh, so you're still a babe.
When I was a very small child, my mom lost her contact into the back of her eye.
Oh,
and watching her dig it out as like I was just like horror. Like she was just poking around her own skull. It makes you
stronger, dude. Yeah. I can touch anything in there. I feel like I can touch brain, bro.
I can't even do that thing at the optometrist where they do that like little puff to like test your eye pressure.
Oh, you can't even do that?
It freaks me. It takes like every ounce of willpower. I hate touching eyes.
Picture Jake like cowering in the corner.
No, like trying to put up, like still doing it, but just like a dog, just like
No, I would feel so bad.
Do it! Fucking do it!
I would feel so bad. Oh my God, you're right, Jake. I do grab Walton Goggins so much. No wonder his face is falling apart. I'm just gripping over here.
Just like you did during your choir concert when you're during your solo.
I think this is a nervous tick.
I mean, I do grab my breasts.
Sexy nervous tick.
It is. I oftentimes, back in the beginning times when I used to stream for many hours in a row, and I would get to a point where I was so drunk, I used to like rest my hands on my breasts just as like a resting position, and it did like someone had to call out to just be like, most people don't just leave their hands on on their breasts, and I was like, oh, I guess I shouldn't do that anymore. But I had to be told as a full-grown woman.
All right. Well, I can still see. Let's get to these blinds. Okay, blind number 1. This foreign-born actor from an iconic movie role can't get any work because he is such an a-hole that no one wants to hire him or have to work with him.
Sorry, I just started thinking back to the Gene Hackman hantavirus conversation from Liza Minnelli's memoir, which she brought up hantavirus, while also talking about how rude and horrible Gene Hackman was. But
do you want me to read the quote? I can read the quote. I wrote it down. Where is it? Okay, she's talking about Liza, because I know that maybe not everyone will do our celebrities with us.
But definitely check out Celebrities in a couple weeks, but please.
It's going to be on the main feed, our Liza Minnelli discussion, but she talks about how horrible it was to work with Gene Hackman during Lucky Lady, and then she says, still... I think it's fair to say that Gene was downright rude. Still, I felt bad for him in 2025 when his wife died from the hantavirus and the combination of Alzheimer's, heart disease, and starvation took his life. Lucky Lady wasn't lucky for this lady.
No! Liza with a sass.
It was worth it for you to say it again. I'm glad. I was like, well, I feel
I'll
bad.
I'll say it anytime.
Check out we got a 2-parter coming up during our network break. I'm very excited about it.
Zing.
Oh, wow.
Still, I felt bad when his wife died of hantavirus. Best sentence I have read all year. But who is the D word who nobody wants to work with because he's an a-hole?
Okay, a-hole. We're talking a-hole.
Foreign-born. Foreign-born is a little bit... he's not that foreign-born.
He's not that foreign-born, but we're talking about an older actor, I'm assuming?
No, we've already mentioned him on today's show, actually.
Oh.
I'm actually surprised to hear that he's not going to work because I feel like we just talked about him on today's show in the context of some of the movies that he does.
Ryan Reynolds?
Correct.
Oh my God. It's him and The Rock are like, just their stars are falling so fast. The old shtick isn't working. They're getting older.
Yeah.
This like weird
Is that what it is? Like, is it also too? I feel like Ryan Reynolds took a big hit because of the Blake Lively stuff.
The Blake Lively
That
stuff.
definitely didn't help.
I'm sure it didn't help, but you are so right that it's like they both get the like, oh, they're so nice and they're so rich. And I feel like that is what where it used to be like, oh, they're so nice and they're so rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They mastered this like level of social media PR super control. And they understood inherently that like off-screen kind of presentation leads into movie portrayal, leads into liquor brands, fucking cellular companies, and they became inescapable. And then they start doing the Netflix slot movies. They start doing the Amazon slot movies. And they just like, they become so bankable and unquestioned that like now, finally, people are just kind of like, I mean, they're fine, I guess.
Man, this live action Moana, have you watched any?
Oh my God. I hate even seeing a ad for it. I hate it. I have like a visceral physical reaction.
It is so like I didn't know if you were going to be forced to like if the kids were going to drag you there because they
also are horrified by it. They're like, why does it look like AI? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, and they're showing like the back to back of the animated version versus the live action. It's just like, why did they make this?
Why did you do this? Why did you take a great film and turn it into AI slop? I know. It's horrible.
Yeah, so I was just thinking about that with what exactly you were just saying, because I think that they were like, but The Rock.
Yeah.
One more Ryan Reynolds thing that from this week's
Comic-Con?
news. That whole Comic-Con like surprise drop-in thing and doing the cosplay in down low and like revealing afterwards. That is so like 2012. That is so 2014. Like Marvel is desperate to recapture that like magic of the height of their popularity that it felt so engineered. And also every joke out of Ryan Reynolds' mouth from this stunt was about like, haha, Canadian tuxedo, I'm JeanPool. It looks gray. It doesn't look like denim. The joke does not work. The suit does not read as like, haha, that's crazy and all jean Canadian tuxedo Deadpool. Like the costume's the wrong color.
But also you were so right where they were like, isn't this crazy? Ryan Reynolds just showed up in cosplay and was just taking it. It's like, no, this is a desperate ploy for them to be like, yeah, that's why everyone needs to love the Marvel. It was so like just shoving it down your, and everyone knew as it would like, people were like, and he was so undercover because he was at Comic-Con taking pictures with people in this JeanPool, quote
It's
unquote.
just like matte gray, nothing. It doesn't read.
You're right. The joke didn't land, but then everyone's like, you could tell it was like, oh, but is that Ryan Reynolds? Like, I feel like they were like behind him being like, maybe that's Ryan Reynolds.
Whose wife is not annoying.
Not annoying, and she did talk about Taylor Swift as a dragon, yes.
We love how not annoying his wife is.
Yes.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
And he's not annoying either. Okay, blind number 2. Now, Jackie,
Okay.
you might have to do a little bit of the heavy lifting on this. I'm not sure about Jake's pop culture consumption here.
No, I bet he's gonna blow me out.
Cole
of the water.
Sprouse. It's Cole Sprouse calling it now.
I like it, KJ.
The Island star, who went on to even bigger things, has already split with the girlfriend he said he was going to be with forever. He sleeps with everyone.
Ewan?
No. This person has not been in any movies. He became famous on television.
Oh, Love Island.
Oh, wait, current love? Wait.
Sorry, I'm nodding for the audio crowd. Yes.
Yeah. So wait,
Okay, read this again. I heard The Island, and I thought The Island, the movie with
The Island. I
Scarlett
literally was just
Johansson
like,
and
oh my
Ewan
God, thank you so much for all. Okay, so we're talking Love Island. We're talking the villa. Okay.
I watched this season. I'm in.
Well,
it's Soul. It's definitely Soul. My number. She has the most fascinating torso proportions I've ever seen on an adult woman, and I'm not afraid to say
She got the bad edit, Jake.
Jake, you're getting ahead of yourself. Okay, slow down. The Island star who went on to even bigger things has already split with the girlfriend he said he was going to be with forever.
Rob.
He sleeps with everyone. Yes,
Snake
Rob Roush.
So
Rob
not
Roush.
this season, but he was in Traders and did really well with Traders, and everyone felt like we were already in love with him from Love Island. He's a snake handler. He's a big hot guy that's got big snake tattoos, and I thought he was dumber than rocks. And then I watched him on Traders, and he was wonderful to watch. Like what a he seems like the kind of guy, which is so fascinating to go on reality television, that he seems like the kind of guy that's like, I'm like real hot and like I like snakes a lot, but I just kind of found myself on this reality show. Like he's finding himself in having this huge career, and he's like, I just like snakes.
Is
like,
it an act? Is he just like a sociopath narcissist that just knows how to play people?
I don't think so. Like, I
mean,
really
this
don't
blind would
think
have us
so.
believe that he sleeps with everyone, but also he, in terms of not being a total sociopath, like there was a bunch of like stories about him after he won, and it's like he's got a bunch of siblings and he's really close with them, and he's like been outspoken about. He wore like an Ice Out pin. I think he wore like a trans rights pin. Like good,
Yeah, so
like
it's like
So
much
if he
better
is-
than
at least
many
he's-
celebrities.
than most of them. That's,
Yeah, at the very least, if he is that, he knows how to read the room, which is a quality I respect, honestly.
Yes, and is not afraid. Like honestly, wearing an Ice Out pin when the vast majority of people who are at the Oscars or whatever were not. So I feel like he got a big A+ in my book about that. But apparently he's a slut, and
Of course
I
he's
don't
a
care.
slut. Look at him. He's got big snake tattoos. Yeah, of course he's a slut.
He's young and beautiful and at the top of his game. Let the man sleep around.
Yeah.
But break up with your girlfriend first, I guess. Okay, blind number 3.
Whoa. Oh my God. By the way, sorry. It's just speaking of Ariana, it is so funny the amount of pictures, because she's in a relationship with her ex right now who used to be a dancer of hers, and all of these pictures are of them, like her and this hot dude, and they're just like grappling on each other and everywhere. And she's like, and then cuts to the pictures of her when she was with SpongeBob, and it just looked like they were brother and sister.
They're just like leaning in.
And
like,
they're just
"Hi."
always, which, not that means that we can't have different relationship with different people. It is just very funny that it's just like this, like, white hot, just like where they're just ripping each other's clothes off, and it was just like, but she was with SpongeBob for 3 years.
I'll never understand it. I guess it was just validating to have someone like you, and that she just wanted that. I really have no other.
I think
way
the
to
spark
understand
was
that.
gone fast, and it's part of this weird American thing where like cheating can only be like not career ending if it's like, no, but it was for love.
If it turns into
Guys.
a relationship.
Yeah, if it turns into a relationship, then it's like, oh, the heart wants what it wants, and we're not just pieces of shit that throw away people that are nearest to convenience.
And
Yeah,
also,
no,
I mean,
you're right.
she's a theater kid at the end of the day. So I imagine there is that, like, where she's like, oh, theater kid's got her theater boy, and like,
She's
I've
a
got
theater
the thing.
kid,
And
but she's a fuck woman.
whoa, are you talking about me? Oh my God.
I'm talking about myself.
Oh, yeah, you are, bitch. Yes.
All right. Blind number 3. After many years, the girlfriend of the permanent A-list actor was actually allowed to post a photo of them together. He won't ever marry her, though. I want to say that in a Bad Bunny voice. But yes, he won't ever marry her. We do not talk about this guy a lot lately because he is a bad man in many ways.
Tom Cruise?
No, different flavor of bad.
Army Hammer.
No, not that. Not
Not
skin
that
flavor.
A-lister.
Not
that's a different kind of
human
flavor.
body flavor.
Human body flavor.
Okay, let's see. He is like the famously like maybe the worst ex-husband ever of the last decade.
Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Oh, his star also it has fallen.
Plummeted.
It has plummeted.
F1 did okay.
And you know, you're right. Unfortunately, Jake, you are right. And because I think while we don't talk about Brad Pitt a lot, Brad Pitt has not gone anywhere. Like the huge
Same with look at Johnny Depp. Like Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt, like in theory, should not be working.
should not be working.
It's when you reach that level of international moneymaker that, like, you know,
It sells the papes, guys.
The Saudis
Yeah.
don't care that you're you're not a caring husband. Like, the Slovakian box office doesn't know who's gotten what in the divorce. Like,
But also people that don't follow this information. Many people. You know, it's like it's funny that like how much you forget how much we know from doing this show for so long that when I talk to people sometimes and they're like, oh, what's wrong with that guy? And I'm like, where have you been? But people that don't pay attention to celebrity gossip, they wouldn't have any idea that they're like, oh, I just haven't heard about Brad Pitt in a while. You know what I mean?
how, if you're tuned into celebrity gossip, the love that is for Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Oh, it has been here, babe.
Right, absolutely. Marie also loves them, but then we'll be at a dinner party or something and it's gonna be like, oh my God. And Tom Holland, they're like, oh, Spider-Man guy? Yeah, he's okay.
And it's like, you don't
Yeah,
understand.
I just had this interaction this week. My friends discovered some of the old videos of Ben Affleck being really, really, really good about like critiquing the Iraq War and stuff in the early 2000s and like on Bill Maher and also elsewhere. And my friends were like, what happened? Like, why didn't Ben Affleck like what happened to him in the last 20 years? Like, why did he stay like doing that stuff? And I was like, he had like a really messy 10 years in there with like
Yeah.
alcoholism and a bad divorce and
Yeah.
stripping the nanny. And they were like, I had no idea. I was like, why would you? You know?
So then send him photos of him speaking incredibly fluent Mexican Spanish and
know.
have everybody
And then
be
have them
impressed.
slip out of their
Honestly,
seats once again.
The fact that people also don't know about the Phoenix back tattoo because we were talking to Jeff's brother and Jeff's brother was talking about getting a Phoenix tattoo and we're like, oh, like Ben Affleck. And then we sent him the picture of his back tattoo and then he went, should I not get a Phoenix tattoo? And I was like, we're just saying, maybe think about it. Like, what I know about Phoenix tattoos is Ben Affleck's full back tattoo. So don't get that.
I also brought that up because my friends were like, I had no idea he went through such a rough time. I was like, you would know if you looked at his back because he rose from the ashes like a
You
phoenix.
say it like it's like lashes of a whip, but no, it's just a huge Phoenix back tattoo.
And it represents his journey, okay? And speaking of journeys, my contacts are still killing me, but I can see again.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
bless
dude. I'm so happy that you're back. And don't worry, I know you even just brought up Tom Holland for those that are wondering wondering, we are definitely going to talk about the Hot Ones interview during second helpings because that was so freaking cute. Him and John Bernthal's friendship is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's cute and hot at the same time.
Both of them, and then I was just like, are they gonna kiss? Are they gonna hug? Are they just gonna keep eating wings? Whatever it is, I'm here for it. And they just really respect each other. That interview. All right, we're talking about that in second helping.
In my fantasy, Hot Wings Sean is also watching while it happens.
Sean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start calling them cucking wings.
It's a shared experience for all of us.
And then he goes, put a little bit more hot sauce on it. I liked the show. I liked watching the interview.
I was
I
disappointed.
felt like Tom Holland this week after last week's Jackie's Snackie, or last week's MJ's Minute Munchies. I had Pringles that were so gross I almost puked. And I did feel seen by Tom Holland. So I just want to say we're the same.
Thank you so much, MJ, for bringing it up. It's time for Jackie's Snackies. But now, you get to hear the song along with us, Jake. We get to hear it all together to see if you slide right out of your seat.
I've been a snacky girl.
Snacky.
I've been a snacky girl.
Snacky.
Snacky.
I need to make a remix.
I need more
Me
volume in
doing
my
a full
headphones.
video.
Snacky. Is somebody gonna eat those chips? Is somebody gonna dip those dips?
What?
Is somebody gonna try those candies? I got stamina. They say I'm a snacky.
It's Jackie's Snackies.
One time,
Come
two
and
time.
get it. It's Jackie's Snackies. Come and give it a lick. And you might be licking. I don't know if you're gonna be licking. You know, Jake, you're one of my favorite people to have on the show, so I try to never. And this is a good one.
I don't
This is
know.
a good one
You
this week.
tossed some rank ass guppers in my gullet.
This is no gupper today, all right? I heard your cries, Jake, and as a person that brings in Jakey's Slakeys, I should do better for you. And honestly, I've already tried these because I knew I was going to like them, and I bought 2 bags, and I've already eaten 1 full bag of them.
I'm so excited.
Wow, I wonder what they're going to be.
What's it going to be?
But are you going to eat a full bag of banana nut bread M&Ms?
Yes! We
Banana
talked
nut
about
bread,
this. I'm a banana
M&Ms.
boy.
Banana bread.
I'm going to bounce on that banana.
M&Ms. We got a banana boy in the house.
Cavendish, more like I Cavan wish that's in my mouth already.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jake. Oh, that was a really good one. That was a really good one. And I knew that I was so sad because even I think Adam was telling me you saw these on clearance somewhere. Devastating. Shouldn't be on clearance already. I am going to take a course,
Of course.
Could take a couple pictures of me with my M&Ms.
Banana nut bread M&Ms?
The bread is an interesting twist. The bread part
bread
is
is a
going
surprise.
to be interesting to deal with.
I mean, it's not even banana bread, arguably not even a bread.
I'm going to say, I was nervous because there didn't say chocolate in it that I was like, part of me was like, there's some chocolate in it, right? Because I tried the marshmallow Krispies, like they did essentially Rice Krispie treat M&Ms.
That's with like the M&M crispy core with just like a marshmallow flavored coating. Okay.
Correct. And so I thought that maybe there was going to be some chocolate in there, and I was just like, oh, that's not what I expected, but please.
Peanut butter M&M, crispy M&M, pretzel M&M, all time. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you're so cute, Jake. You're so cute. Stop. So we are ready to somebody gonna get into these mms. I also in my daily life need y'all to know I refer to M&Ms as mms. And I do I like it because oftentimes people don't know what I'm saying. And we're getting an
Oh, really? Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. So the chocolate is like softer somehow. I don't quite understand what's happening here, but it has a cakier kind of texture.
Right?
And then it's the peanut in the center to give you a little bit of crunch and that classic crispy M&M shell. And there is a just very strong, not overly artificial, but like just like natural enough that it gives you that banana nut bread hit.
Yes, but it's not too nanner forward. Because you get scared with artificial nanner, all right, guys? We know that you need a little bit. It's in the same category as like a rose flavoring. You know what I mean? Where it's like you don't need too much of it to get it across. And I am surprised at these banana nut bread M&Ms. I mean, I'm not, because like I said, I came out the gate buying 2 bags. I knew what I was getting myself into. I'm glad that there's nothing reminiscent of an amniotic sock, sock or sack. I was thinking about the pink sock earlier when we were thinking about the different
you don't
Barbies.
have to. You can just not talk about prolapses. You can just like that is a choice you can make right now.
You know, earlier I chose not to bring it up when we were talking about the sack with the Barbies and thinking about one that had the pink sock, but I said sock because I was thinking about it earlier, and now everyone's thinking about it, and I'm thinking about a Barbie showing a prolapsed anus.
Great.
What?
You've never.
You know what?
You were on the internet at the same time as us. You know about the pink sock.
No, there's a lot. No, I don't. No, I don't.
You're just
no, I
eating
don't.
delicious M&Ms.
What's the one that Holden always brings up that I also didn't know about until the one
Blue waffle?
No, not Zoo. The web. He's
Lemon Party.
Lemon Party, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's a bunch of old men having sex.
Tub Girl, yeah.
Tub Girl. Yeah, Tub Girl was the yucky one. You didn't know where the spew was coming from, but I thought it was going to be too peanutty specifically, that I thought it was going to take me out of the banana nut bread, and then I'd be like, oh, this is banana peanut bread. But it doesn't. I feel like it really just does, because there's so much flavor around the peanut, it just provides a crunch rather than just the peanut taste.
No, it absolutely works. No, please. That's your second bag to deal with.
I think that we're going to be sharing this second bag with everybody because I can't bring home another bag. I ate them so fast.
Is it my moment to shine?
It's your time. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear.
Maestro.
We do need to write down the lyrics of the songs.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that we can make our own music videos.
Hello, spicy.
Hello, crunch.
It's Saturdays, mini munch.
Hello, dill. You're my wild thrill. It's
Saturdays, mini munch. Mini munch. Mini munch. Yeah. Now, do you think that this is going to be, do you call them puke goals now after you puked up? If you puked up Pringles one week, do you try to eat them again another week?
This is actually for Jake and his protein root beer. This is for Jake's protein root beer because I found this I'm actually upset that I think that the chips that I've been eating have been ruining my relationship with chips, which have always been my special treat. And last week they were they weren't even as gross as the steak ones, the chili cheese Pringles, but I just couldn't get over it. For like 6 hours, I felt just like I was infused with chili cheese Pringles last week.
Yeah.
So I'm scared and I'm upset. But
you have to let it linger.
All right, before you dive in, I'm seeing it's not just Doritos.
This is Doritos protein.
And how many grams of protein do you get from the Doritos?
And how?
I'm glad you asked. 10 grams of protein per serving.
How much is a serving?
How much is a serving?
7 servings per container. Serving size about 10 chips. That's
not bad. That's
fine.
Now this is super nerdy of me to ask. What is the protein source on the ingredients?
Yeah,
Because this could be a soy protein, a whey protein, a collagen. There's lots of this.
Milk protein, but whey protein.
Okay.
That's probably whey protein.
So then that's like the regular protein
Like
mix
the
that you put into shit.
that you throw into
that's
shit.
fine.
So they're dusting it with cheese dust. They just put extra cheese dust on it.
I'm scared. I hope I'm getting my protein from things that aren't Doritos, and I'm not, we've talked a lot about the protein craze. And I will say my kids really love the protein, like the protein pancake mix, and it doesn't taste like a protein bar or whatever. So I'm not against all protein infused.
Smellgate. Out the Smellgate. Uh-oh. Smellgate was rough. Smellgate was rough.
I'm upset.
Sounds like a chip.
Feels
Does
like a
it
chip.
tastes like a chip.
There's contemplation in MJ's eyes.
love how
There's
many-
processing.
Pictures I have of MJ eating now, and I want you to know I never ever delete them. I have so
You're gonna
many
save 'em.
pictures of you eating every week, and someday I'm gonna put them all together. Maybe we can start selling like sheets with all the pictures on it, like in a collage.
I was gonna say, if we're ever broke,
bedspread.
like how Liza had to auction off all of her memorabilia to live, like I can find somebody who wants pictures of me eating.
Pictures
and
of you
sell it.
eating, and we'll sell it. So I'm putting together your inheritance, MJ.
Here's the thing: regular Doritos rule, and
These drool?
They're great. These don't drool. These are much better than the fucking chili cheese Pringles last week.
Okay, all right.
They taste similar to a Dorito.
Give me
I think-
give me a chip tier. If we are gonna rate Dorito, okay, let's rate
Doritos
regular
are S
Doritos.
tier.
Doritos
S tier.
S tier. Okay, so we're talking nacho cheese Doritos S tier. I would say that maybe across the board.
Yeah.
S
Jake,
tier.
you agree?
Jake?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. What are we saying for protein Doritos?
I mean, it's a C at best.
Wow. What is the flavor? Like, is there a different consistency
It has to be
of
the
chip?
texture that
Oh,
ruins
yes.
Yeah, I can't quite pinpoint it. Like, I feel like I could put these out at a party and people wouldn't be like, what the fuck? But yeah, there's just something off about it. And because Doritos are so good and so specific,
Specific.
and it's nacho cheese, so it's like the iconic flavor, and you're eating it and you're just like, something's weird about this.
Is it how, because a Dorito will just like melt in your mouth once you crunch into it. Does the protein kind of linger after the corn dissipates? Is that the
Honestly,
problem?
I feel like I do feel like it's a texture thing, and I don't know how the protein powder could fuck with the texture of a corn chip, but it tastes like
Oh, no,
much more
your saliva
cardboardy.
breaks down carbohydrates and sugars, but it doesn't, protein gets broken down like deeper in the body.
Oh.
So like the protein will, if you like really leave it, if you like the way that you're like supposed to suck on a saltine if you're like feeling nauseous.
I
if
love
you did
sucking
that,
on teens.
If you did that, I feel like you just end up with like a weird milk paste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't handle whey protein personally.
It's
I have to get
giving
the
milk
vegan
paste.
stuff.
Oh, you have to get the so whey protein has dairy in it, or is that like
it's not like lactose, but it just disagrees with me.
Oh,
Little
it just
Miss
has
Muffet
some-
sat on a
gotcha.
tuffet eating her curds and whey. It's like the stuff that.
I'm like Tom Holland.
Chunks
If
and
I
wet.
drank a glass of milk, I too would vomit.
turn into a
instantly.
spider? Oh,
Did I tell this story? I'm banned in several New Jersey diners from when I was a 6-year-old because my parents kept giving me big glasses of chocolate milk and I would projectile vomit all over the table.
see, is this why you always say no every time I offer you chocolate milk in my home?
Yes.
See, this is good to know. If you gotta get it out of your body, though, Jake, my home is a safe space
For fucking blowing chunks.
to be able
You
to
wouldn't
put
be the
it
first
in.
person to puke at Jackie's house.
No. See, that's why you come to my house.
Okay, but MJ, I know you are health conscious. Maybe you're thinking about bulking up for the end times that are approaching. Like, would you buy these again? Like, are you
Absolutely
having
not.
trouble hitting your macros?
Wow, absolutely not. This is
No.
not the way in which you are going to start ingesting your protein.
It's not. And I am mostly vegetarian. I'm not fully vegetarian these days. So I probably need more protein, but it's not going to be via this. I'm not
No.
upset. I think that I'm not putting them directly in the trash like I did the chili cheese Pringles last week. And so I'm not upset, but I'm not happy.
Okay.
It's somewhere in between.
Little in between. At least,
Yeah.
like you said, it's 10 grams of protein. Like the fiber chips I had purchased, it was like 3 grams of
Nothing.
fiber if you ate half the bag. And I was like, I'm not eating all these chips.
No, that
for
is
fiber.
a significant, that is like not nothing.
Yeah, it's just, and I don't need that many Sun Chips. And if I am, I mean, I'm just going to take the regular amount of non-fiber that most of them have. So
I'd rather eat a can of beans than finish this bag of chips.
well, especially because these ones, they charge you more for less chips. So if they're not going to be as good, just give me all the fake artificial stuff. You know what I mean? May as well. We got poo-poo fruit out there. So you may as well just give me the Doritos because we know there's not human waste smeared on the Doritos. So just, give me some Doritos, dude.
And I just want to say that I think some people might like these because they are close. They are close. They're not a crime against humanity, but they're just something a little off about them.
Like compared to those like Quest chips or some of those other
Yeah.
like pure protein chips that they sell like
Quest
at the
chips,
gym.
Quest chips, like turn to dust the second it like looks at your mouth, and it just those Quest chips. I don't understand people that are like, I love these. I was like, I think you're lying to yourself. And don't get me wrong, we've all been there before, but I think that you and I both know the Quest chips are bad. Okay.
Yeah, I see those at the bodega, and I was actually considering buying them for an MJ's Minute Munchies. And after the, I'd rather get my protein from beans.
You heard it here first, folks. We'd rather get our teen from beans. And thank you so much for encouraging this conversation, Jake. You know, you're our favorite snacky guest to have for many reasons. Honestly, mostly because you especially know, like, the food science in a way that none of us do. And that's why
every fat person has at some point been like, I'm going to figure this out. Yeah. I'm going to find the secret. There'll be a way that I can just like
do this easily.
And it never pans out.
And it's all lies. But I am excited for maybe
bump. Bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, 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 ba-dum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharing drinks with my friends is how I feel alive.
Whoa.
So let's get a little Slakeey with your number one drink choice friend. It's Jakey. And MJ's on the screen.
Yeah.
I like being nerd. Makes me feel seen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Amazing job. Amazing job, Jake. I don't know if you just came up with that, but if you did
that was some panic. That was
really good,
I'm
Jake.
sick and tired of showcasing and trying to sort through. MJ, thank you for diving on the horrible health drink grenade this time. You know what? It's summer. And you know what one of my favorite summertime beverages is? Iced tea.
Oh.
Okay.
And on the shelf right now, I've seen 2 dominant brands of slightly elevated iced teas on the market. There is Just Iced Tea, and there is St. James. They're the same price. They're kind of on the same shelf. And right now I have Just Iced Tea's Watermelon Lime White Tea.
Why does it say Just Iced Tea as opposed to what other iced tea is?
So
it's probably like no fructose corn.
Do you remember Honest Tea back in the 2000s?
Oh, yeah.
Honest Tea, I loved. It was like the first, like you drank like a thing of green tea and actually tasted like green tea. It didn't feel like, it came from a powder or it's full of artificial chemicals, lower sugar than like
full of plastics, but we like our plastics inside of us. I was talking about the Honest Tea.
Oh, okay. The plastic bottles came after Coke bought them out, and Coca-Cola got the plastic bottles, drove it to the ground, and the original founders were like, all right, so that thing we built just got ruined by corporate America. We're just going to go back, same bottles, same flavors, just a different brand name. But I was very excited. This is Watermelon Lime White Tea.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds great, actually.
Have you ever had a white tea? It's like kind of
it's very light.
Very light.
It's very, very
sweet.
light. And sometimes I worry, I'm like, is there any tea in here? I know you put the coloring in it, but
there's 44 milligrams of caffeine in the bottle, so there's definitely tea in it.
Well, there's definitely some kind of squeeze in it that's making it caffeinated.
Ingredients include organic cane sugar, organic watermelon concentrate, organic watermelon flavor, organic cucumber flavor.
Oh my God, what are we in the
lime
summer
juice
of love?
concentrate. This sounds refreshing.
Oh my God.
It sounds great. It's going to be the first good Slakeey, maybe.
I'm praying that perhaps the Slakeey curse.
No protein to be seen. No protein. Keep it out.
Yes.
It is the color of tea.
Yeah, I got high hopes for you guys.
Delightful,
Are we happy?
Refreshing.
Yeah.
It is delightful and refreshing.
Ooh, the cucumber flavor's coming in a little strong.
The cucumber is strong, much stronger than the watermelon.
Well, watermelon's a very mild flavor. It's
especially if you're not using a bunch of artificial watermelon in it.
Yeah. So
and it is very light, but it is delicious and refreshing. Like it does taste like iced tea.
Yeah.
Just tea. Gotta have some tea. Gotta drink some tea. Just tea.
But now. This is the new brand.
Dance, but for tea,
Again,
I got you.
Thank you.
Aluminum bottle, no microplastics for us. This is St. James. I've seen this on the shelf, and I've been desperate to try it. This is a pineapple and mango flavored green tea, 25 calories in the bottle, and ingredients include brewed green tea, organic green tea, cane sugar, natural flavor, lemon juice, and stevia.
Double your
stevia.
loses me at Steve's, dude. Might lose me.
I
at
could just give me the
Steve's,
extra 25
dude.
calories. I can
Just
take
give
it.
me the regular. Just give me
That's
actual
fine.
sugar. We don't need the Steve's.
I won't give you as much.
I love that Jake Slakeys because I feel like they're just like M&M's Minute Munchies are very New York bodega. I feel like Jakey Slakeys are extremely
These are all
LA.
Gelsons.
They're like it's just like even the bad probiotic soda is just like this just feels like something you get in LA.
And Erewhon, yes, this is
exactly.
It's Erewhon coated, it's Gelson's coated, but I mean at the same time, you go to the Gelson's. I saw Mel Brooks at the Gelson's, MJ. You know, it's like this is I can't afford the Gelson's, but you go to the Gelson's at least just to look around.
Ooh.
I wish I was drinking that Gelson's tea right now.
Stevia ruins it. The stevia absolutely ruins it. Sorry,
Oh my
St. James.
wowie! It is just you're right. It went TTT stevia.
That weird, sickly, herbal stevia funk
loses
just
you at the
completely
Steve's,
ruins
dude. It really loses you at the stevia. It
Just iced tea is the winner.
that is the winner.
Yeah, okay, fine. There's 30 more calories in there, but at what cost?
The winner.
Just tea.
Just tea. Gonna have
Gonna
some
be
tea.
okay.
Gonna have some grilled tea.
Where
Green
are my
tea.
keys? I lost
Don't
my
like
phone.
green tea. Like the white tea. White tea. Is that going to be in my head? Am I going to sing everything to the tune of Just Dance for the rest of the day? Yep.
Was that what you were doing?
Yeah, it was Just Dance.
Just
yeah.
dance. Gonna be okay. Just tea.
Just Dance. Yeah, and I don't
Spin
know the
that record,
words
babe.
to it, so
Just
it's a lot of mouth sounds. That's what going to be the rest of my day. But guys, you won't have to listen to it. Well, you might if you go check out the Patreon, because I'll probably be recording Jackie's Book Club later on today. But in the meantime, check out Jake Young. Jake, thank you so much for coming on. We love having you on the show.
I look forward to this every time you have me on. It is a fantastic hang. And I hope everybody listening and watching had fun hanging with us. I've already plugged the Twitch stream. I plugged Nerd of Mouth. We can just skip over me. Thank you so much for having me
But
on.
we really, really appreciate you. And again, Nerd of Mouth, go to twitch.tv/Puppet Jared. And check out every Thursday. I'm still plugging you. I'm still
Plug
promoting.
away.
I don't care. You can't stop me from doing it. My name is Jackie Zabrowski. You can follow me on Instagram at JackThatWorm. And come on over, y'all. Patreon.com/Page7Podcast. We got something Monday through Friday coming out for ya. You got Jackie's Book Club on Mondays. We've got Buffy Tuesdays. We have Wisteria Laniacs every Wednesday. And then, of course, you get your ad-free Page 7 and you get your ad-free Second Help. And so come on down, patreon.com/Page7Podcast. Also, there's a bunch of other stuff that you can check out of mine if you go over to YouTube. And, you'll find it. YouTube.com/@who'sthebee. YouTube.com/@LPNRomantasy. Natalie and I just recently dressed up as worms. And there's a lot of worm content out there in case you were curious. MJ?
You can find us youtube.com/@Page7Pod. Thank you to all of you guys who are subscribing and watching us over there.
Yes!
You can email us, page7podcast@gmail.com. We do love hearing from you, but more than anything, we love you, Jake, and the people love you too.
God,
Come
they
back
do.
soon.
Bye, everybody. Remember to grab your chest and think of me.